Hey guys, Corey with Famous Media. Today we're in Miami. That's right, we're in South Beach and I'm giving you a full review of the Nikon 50mm 1.4G. So the 50mm 1.4G is a great lens. It's the all-around, all-purpose, nifty 50 is what it's been called by many photographers around the world. No matter the brand you shoot with, the 50mm has always been the ideal lens to go to for most of any type of photography, especially street photography. Well, we got a treat for you today. We are here in South Beach, Florida. That's right, all the way from New York City, all the way to Miami. Here we are. I'm gonna have some great photos for you. We're gonna take a look at this great lens, which I haven't reviewed yet, surprisingly. The 50mm 1.4G has 8 groups and 7 elements with 9 diaphragm blades. The bokeh is fantastic. A little tip though is shooting at 1.4 and 1.8 will be a little bit softer in comparison to the 1.8G lens, but it's a specialty lens. I only shoot at 1.4 or 1.8, that is, when I'm shooting those special shots at a wedding or something that's different and I need the extra depth of field. Most times I'll have the lens set to 2.0 through 4.0 depending on what the shot I'm looking for. Just remember that it's going to be much sharper at 2.0 than it is at 1.4. So let's go ahead and take a walk through the streets of South Beach and let's see the scenery. 50mm 1.4, like I said, is a great lens. It's great for street photography. Although a lot of the times I do prefer the 85mm 1.4G for street photography. I have a video review I did on that. I'll put the links down there in the bottom for you. And of course, I'm shooting on my very favorite G doesn't weigh very much at all. It's a very light lens, only 281 grams. So the great thing about the 50mm focal length is it's very close to the human eye, which I think the human eye is right around 45 to 47 millimeters if you were to, do an equivalent. It'd be somewhere in that range. So it's very natural looking. The 85mm is more compressed and intimate for portraiture. The 85mm lens is very tight, and I love it for street photography, but only for certain types of street photography. The 50mm is much wider, but it still gives the nice shallow depth of field if you're up close, and it gives you a nice wide angle if you're far away. The 50mm lens is actually the most ideal lens to use on the streets for the majority of photographers. In fact, almost every photographer I've ever talked to owns at least 1 or 2 or more 50mm lenses. They're amazing. is an all-around workhorse lens, and I love it. And you can use this lens for weddings and family sessions, and I use it a lot for weddings when I want to get right into the reception dance floor and be able to capture more than one person, but also have the low light capabilities and shallow depth of field. The 50mm lens gives you a little bit of wide and a little bit of shallow depth of field at the same time. In fact, this lens just is astounding for what it gives you. This lens is only $400. It is fantastic. And I figured I'd just let you guys know this restaurant behind me is great. They have these little flames that kind of warm up the dinner area. I'm just wondering if they come with a towel, because it is Miami and we're here in the middle of the night. It's got to be about 86 degrees. Who really wants to have a flame by your table when it's already 86 degrees out? Not me. We could use one in New York City though. If you've never been to South Beach, Miami, absolutely have to. After you see New York City, of course. If you haven't been there either, I'm a little partial to New York City, but Miami Beach is gorgeous. And I plan on bringing you guys videos from all over the world. If you want to get great photography, Saturday is probably the best day of the week here in South Beach. Of course, this is a Monday when we're in South Beach, so it's not as packed. It gives us a little bit more room to walk the streets and get some great photos. So the focus ring on the 50mm 1.4G is great. However, it's not as smooth as the 85mm. But that's expected because it's nowhere near as expensive. This lens is only $400. But this is the fastest lens Nikon offers in the 50mm series. So we've been talking about this lens quite a bit. We went over all the features, but we're in South Beach and I'm gonna give you guys a real treat. So I'm gonna extend the video, make it a little bit longer. We're gonna walk around. Let's just talk about the city a little bit and see some scenery. This is gonna be really fun. Follow me, let's go across. We're gonna go through the restaurants. One thing that I can guarantee you if you come to Miami Beach is that you're going to get fat and you're also gonna spend a lot of money on stuff, shirts and all kinds of memorabilia. As you can see, all the restaurants everywhere in South Beach. They're everywhere. There's got to be about 100 restaurants in about a half a mile span.
Well, 2 times when I was supposed to
pay for more.
I joined a little.
Here we are passing through another restaurant right here. As you can see, South Beach has got restaurants everywhere. The food is very good here. Although I don't feel it's as good as Manhattan. I'm kind of partial to that, but it's a great club scene. As you can see, this is a Monday night in South Beach. I haven't seen anywhere so packed on a Monday night.
Film me. Film me. Why are you filming here?
I'm doing a video.
For about what?
My YouTube channel.
Okay, let's do it. What's the video about?
Say hi to some of the guys
Hey,
here
what's
at the
up?
bar.
How are you? I'm Xavier.
How you doing?
I'm good, sir. So what's the video? What's going on?
We're doing an instructional video. I'm a photographer in New York City. So we're down here on business and doing some videos all over Florida.
Okay, and what's this video about now? Why is he...
We're actually doing an instructional video on the 50mm lens from Nikon.
So watch this instructional video. He's fucking awesome. I just met him, but he's awesome. Look at his hair.
Lighting.
Yeah, you need more lighting, that's it.
Yeah.
He needs more lighting because this club lighting, it doesn't really work for us. But other than that, you see this camera? It's awesome. The boom mic, awesome. What's up?
You say your name is Xavier?
Xavier.
Cool, awesome, nice to meet you.
You too.
Look up Faymus Media, Faymus.
Faymus.
Faymus Media.
That's gonna be my drag name.
On YouTube. You'll find it on YouTube. We got about 500,000 views.
Oh, okay.
So look it up. I got all kinds of footage up there, different areas all over the world. It's pretty fun.
Swag.
And you'll be in it.
I'll be in it. Yeah. Xavier, Miami, Florida. Turn up.
Awesome. See you guys.
See ya.
The people are awesome in Miami, Florida. Everybody here is relaxed. It's a fun time. It's all about clubs, beaches. As you can see, the beach is across the street, but you can't see it at night. A little too dark. So we'll keep walking through the different club areas here, and we'll work our way further south. A little bit more calm over here, more family-oriented restaurants, all the way down Ocean Avenue.
I love watching.
It's very humid, though. I would say we're probably around 90 degrees with the humidex. I'd like to walk through some more clubs here in South Beach. I'm, letting the video go a little longer than normal so you guys can see some more cool footage, take some more shots with the 50mm 1.4. Not bad for Monday night, right? Gift card. Oh, we actually are here in the heightened season. As you can tell, April is very busy. Even on a Monday night to have this many people at this time of night shows you that we're in the ideal season. April, May, June it starts to die down. This is one of the best times of the year to come here. This is what a Monday looks like in South Beach. So the 50mm focal length makes your legs and your imagination work a little bit harder because of the fact that you don't have a zoom ring. You're at a fixed focal length. So you got to be creative and move around and work harder for your shot, which I really appreciate as a photographer and as an artist. They have some water right there in the pond. I kind of want to go for a swim. I don't think I'd fit, but it's tempting. of ocean intent. Walk across the street to get a better shot of this club because I only have a 50mm lens on me and I have to step back a little bit. That's where you got to put your imagination to use and move around a little bit to get that shot. That is a beautiful Rolls Royce. That's right, Jeep, getting right in my way. You want a picture with you in it? You want a picture with you in the car? It's a gorgeous shot right here. Very, very fun to be in Miami Beach. We're going to take a little walk up Collins, see what else we can find. Don't get hit, cameraman. I'm good. I'm going to turn the camera on my videographer.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the test results. As you can see, at f1.4 there's some serious vignetting, and 1.6 and 1.8 don't get much better. f2 gets a little bit better, but there's still a heavy amount of vignetting in there. By f2.8 it's considerably better, but there is still vignetting. This vignetting just won't go away, will it? By f4 you can see that the lens is cleaned up quite a bit. There's not much vignetting left, and it's virtually gone by f5.6. And at f8 the lens is at its sharpest point, and at f11 and f16 not much changes. Now you're probably asking yourself, how do I get rid of the vignetting? Well, all I had to do was snap my fingers and poof, it's gone. Of course, I'm just kidding. Adobe Lightroom is your best friend. It'll fix all the vignetting, and it has all the presets for different lenses from different manufacturers, and a lot of the Nikon lenses, if not all of them. Now, as you can see, there is no vignetting whatsoever. There we go, we solved the problem. Now you have a lens that will shoot at 1.4, and you can fix the vignetting so there's almost none whatsoever, even at f1.4. Nikon has made it completely easy for us. At one click of the mouse, it's like an instant eviction notice for vignetting. Bye-bye now, and no coming back anytime soon. It's pretty damn awesome. The Nikon 50mm 1.4G is a fantastic lens, and in my opinion, a must-have lens. They don't call these lenses the nifty 50s for nothing. And if you don't already have a 50mm lens, this is where I suggest you start looking. It's sharp all the way through the range. When you open it up to 1.4, it does have some vignetting, but that's easily corrected in Lightroom. All around at this price point and performance, this lens is an all-around must-have nifty 50.
So guys, the 50mm 1.4G is a fantastic lens and a great bargain in value at its price point. It's only 281 grams, so it's very light and you can take it anywhere you want. Now, it's got 8 elements and 7 groups and 9 diaphragm blades, giving you creamy smooth bokeh. It makes you really think though as you move around to get your shot, because you don't have a zoom ring, so you can't zoom in and out. You gotta move around with the lens. Of course, this lens is pretty sharp at f1.4 and 1.8. However, it's much sharper at f2.0, which is where I like to shoot at, giving you great shallow depth of field, but also very sharp for that aperture range. Now, of course, on the streets, it's a great lens. It is the perfect street photography lens, but if you're a wedding photographer or a portrait photographer, it's a must-have as well. So guys, hopefully you've had fun with me here in South Beach, Florida. I try to give you guys the best locations for these videos and help you guys learn something as well as have a great time. And I like to, you know, take videos all over the world so you guys can travel with me. It's really, really fun, and hopefully you guys are having fun. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course, purchase any of the gear I review to keep the channel alive down there in the information box, or of course, right here where the links are gonna pop up on the screen. I'm Corey with Faymus Media. Happy shooting. Wait, I forgot. How could I do that to you? I got a little something I don't want to forget. Let's come with me for a little walk. We're gonna get one more good shot of South Beach. Can't leave just yet. Of course, this is the beach behind me. We're only about 100 yards from the water. Too dark to go over there. Just taking this view with me. All my viewers, here we go. This is just a great view. I wanted to share it with you. It's fantastic. That was amazing. Aren't you glad I stuck around for that extra few seconds, huh? Good idea, right? You can thank me later. Happy shooting.